over the weekend, I thought to myself, what do the Palestinian people aspire for? What are their aspirations? A lot of people will think, well, it's just self-determination in their homeland. They want to create a Palestinian state in Palestine, which nobody will disagree with. That's a great idea. Let's do it. And what do the Jewish people want? Well, they just want to be left alone. They already have a state, and they just want to be left alone. So then what's the struggle? I don't get it. What is it that the Palestinian people are resisting when they say we have to resist? What do they mean when they say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free? What do they mean by that? Well, it's pretty obvious. Just go back in history a little bit. In 1937, there was this thing called the Peel Commission. The British were still administering the mandate over Palestine, and it was becoming apparent that there's a problem. There's friction between the Arabs and the Jews. In World War I, the British promised the Arabs through Sheikh Hussein in Mecca, who's pretty much the leader of the Arab people, that if you come and help us fight the Ottomans, we'll give you an independent state in Palestine. Well, they took that to mean all of Palestine. And then they went to the Jews that had been immigrating there. This was in World War I. Said, if you help us fight, we'll give you a homeland in Palestine. Well, they took that to mean the whole thing. So now here they are, fast forward 20 years, 1937 now, and both of the people have clashing aspirations. So the Peel Commission said, well, what do we do about this? This is becoming untenable. Riots are breaking out. A lot of people think, before 1948 everything was fine. No, it's not true. There were riots in the 1920s and the 1930s. Now we're in 1937. World War II hasn't happened yet. The Holocaust hasn't happened yet. And the Peel Commission says, look, we should partition the place. Two people, shared history, share the place. How do we divide it up? Well, here's what they did. Jerusalem was an international area because it was the seat of three major religions. So they proposed that it just be under international care. And then they gave pretty much 75% of Palestine to the Arabs and a tiny little portion allotted to the Jews. So what happened? The Arabs rejected it. But so did the Jews. Why did the Arabs reject it? Because they said, and this is the words of the British, of the Peel Commission, because of their hatred and fear of a Jewish state. They did not want a Jewish state in any of Palestine. Why did the Jews reject it? Well, Chaim Weizmann and Ben Gurion were actually in favor for it, but a big debate ensued, and I think it was Golda Meir who said, it's just not enough land to absorb all the immigrants that are going to be coming here. Anti-Semitism is rampant in Europe. A lot of people need to get out of there. A lot of Jews are going to be coming here. And it's not enough space. So let's wait for a better deal. Okay, those are two different reasons. Fast forward to 48. The British said, we're done with this. We're giving up the mandate. We're giving it over to the UN. What does the UN do? Okay, partition. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So now they give 55% to the Jews and 45% to the Arabs, something like that. What do the Arabs say? No. Why? There will be no Jewish state. It all belongs to us. The Jews said, all right, we accept the deal, and there's a state of Israel. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You hear Palestinians say we just want a Palestinian state, but what they mean by that is in place of the Jewish state. Until that changes, I mean, think about it. For the last 20 years, Israel was not involved, was not occupying Gaza. you hear about end the occupation, end the occupation. Okay, well, there was no occupation in Gaza. Why did Hamas attack Israel? It's very simple. Their aspirations are very clear. It's in their charter to destroy Israel and not create a Palestinian state, by the way, but create an Islamic state in Palestine. Big difference. And they have 90% of support of the people. 90% of the people support Hamas and their aspirations. And think about this. In 1964, there was no occupation of the West Bank or Gaza. The PLO was formed. So the PLO was formed in 1964. What does it mean? The PLO, the Palestine Liberation Organization. What is their aim? To liberate Palestine. From what? There is no occupation. In their minds, the occupation is Israel. They're occupying their land, Palestine. We're going to get it back. That's the struggle, to get all of Palestine back, from the river, the Jordan River, to the sea, the Mediterranean. This is a call for the destruction of Israel. There's no way around that. Until that aspiration changes, how can there possibly be peace? Do they think that Israel's just going to one day go, oh yeah, you guys are right, we're just going to pack up our shit and leave? They're a thriving country. There are people there from all over the world. Only half the people there are Ashkenazi Jews. The rest are from all over the world, from Africa, from Spain, from Morocco, from Iraq, from everywhere. It's a thriving democracy. They're not going to leave. Two people, shared history, two states. I'm for it. Are you?